It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
And 14.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And taken right at the 35. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
At the 41.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's baby shot.
Stevens setting up to throw it. And he finds McLaurin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And he stopped immediately there.
number 8.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
By number 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
On for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And it's 3-0 Washington. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
They could game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
And 10 yards to go.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. The gun. Here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Seattle.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Number 14,
DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Second down and 8. On the handoff, it's McFarland. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Adams there on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
On second down, McFarland. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Right there, 54.
Stevens. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Operating from the gun, Stevens. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Washington.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevens. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Chase Young on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Yard gain on the play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Campbell making the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Number 14.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. throwing again. Stevens. This is brought in by Gibson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though. He does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. From the gun on 3rd down, Stevens. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Dragon 60, Riggs, Mark 54. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Big stop.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. It's out time, guys, it's out. Check, smash. 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got it.
A final shot before break. Stevens slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Stevens. That one caught by Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to Antonio Gibson. It's a gain of 8. Brings
only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
33-yard line.
From the gun, Stevens slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught at the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
That's good.
Big yardage that time for Washington. And even 60 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Stevens. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
6-yard line.
From the gun, Stevens. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. What a great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet to get it done.
And the lead cut down to 9.
Makes the score Seahawks 26, Washington 17.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now the third-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Seahawks ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run with Taylor. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He was brought down by
no gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On 1st down, Stevens slings this deep from McLaurin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Stevens. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give to Taylor. Finding room to the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Stevens. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
To throw on 3rd down. Stevens. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 4th down, Stevens. That one is slant to McLaurin. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have recovered. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson going for Metcalf, and this is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash, dropped at the 1.
1st and goal.
A gain of 32 that time. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis is symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stevens. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
On 3rd down, Stevens. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Number 14, DK.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really be...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A huge play there for Washington. 62 yards. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down. Stevens back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
He was covered by...
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stevens. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jordan Brooks in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Throwing on 3rd and long. Stevens. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Taylor. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's now
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. To throw is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
First down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong, whatever you call.
That's called being in the zone.